Hey guys, I'm back. It's me. Welcome to another edition of Nik at Night. Now, this is truly a Nik at Night episode. It's about 9:30, almost 10 o'clock my time. And so I had to make sure that I got my weekly video in. So here I am. And this week I wanted to discuss I want to just give my 2 cents on what has turned the college football world looks like upside down. And that is one, Mr. Deion Sanders, and also his new recruit, basically coming through and just turning the tables over, flipping over the apple cart of the whole model of the NCAA football system that we know. So, what has happened is Dion last year took a job. I think maybe last year was his first year. With all the COVID and everything that happened, forgive me. Well, Dion decided to be the head coach at Jackson State University. Now, we all know, you should know, Deion Sanders is basically universally recognized as the best cover cornerback in the NFL that the NFL has ever had. You know, Dion is that guy. If we talking about cornerbacks, Dion was that guy. You weren't throwing to his side of the field if he was on the field, just because you were not gonna chance it. So he is cornerback guru number one. So Dion decides to take a job at Jackson State University. Well, along with that comes a lot, a whole lot. Jackson State University just happens to be an HBCU. Now, an HBCU is a historically black college or university, for those of you who do not know. And when I say PWI mean a predominantly white institution, which is where most of the top high school recruits end up going to college. And they do that because of they do it really mainly because they're trying to get to the NFL level, and that's the best way to do it. There are no HBCUs that are playing for college championships at the end of the year. So, if you want to win a college championship, if you want to be considered, national champion, there are certain schools that pretty much attend because everybody is not eligible. This whole bowl system with college football is, they try, but it's always some team that gets left out. It's always a notable team that we are always wondering, I wonder if they played this team, how they would fare, and that kind of thing. Anyway, so back to what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is Deion Sanders, what they're saying now, because Deion Sanders has basically recruited the number one high school player in the nation to come to his historically black college and institution program, has gotten all the rest of these D1 college coaches with their draws in a bunch. Baby, they are hot and bothered. They are upset. Oh, it's tampering going on. Dabo is about to lose his mind down in Clemson. They are just having hissy fits all over the place because little old Deion Sanders got the top football player in the nation to come to his little old black school down in Jackson, Mississippi. Stay mad. Stay mad. Because that is the one thing that integration set us back on, in my opinion. Everybody was so, wanting to integrate with the PWIs, integrate, that they didn't understand that integrating would be basically taking from the institutions that were built purposely for you because you weren't able to get into the PWI. So, as much as integration they thought, was a good thing and was supposed to be a helpful thing, it kind of did the opposite for HBCUs in a sense. All those wonderful college players, there are so many players in the NFL now that are in the Hall of Fame that came from historically black colleges and universities because one, it was just too hard to get into a PWI for them. or they wanted to go to the HBCUs because at that time it was prestigious. Grambling State University had one of the best programs under Eddie Robinson known to man. So I'm just tickled and thrilled that Deion, not only Deion has started something. He has started a thing. So he took the position at Jackson State. Then Eddie George takes a position at Tennessee State. And so other coaches, other black coaches, other prominent black coaches that have NFL experience and expertise are taking these jobs, are going to these HBCUs, and they are putting back into their football program. And it happens for HBCU just like it would any other university. The sports programs bring in money. So if your sports program brings in money, that's helping the overall university. And I just think that is phenomenal. I am all for it. I unfortunately did not go to an HBCU. I wanted to. Circumstances and things happened in my life that I wasn't able to do so. But I dreamed of it as a young girl, as a young child. I grew up in Dallas, so as far as I could remember, the State Fair Classic was always a thing, and that was Grambling State University versus PVU, which is Prairie View A&M University. Now in Dallas we call it Prairie View. That's how we say it. But whatever, you get my gist. It was a thing. It has always been a thing. I in my mind, I was gonna be, a HBCU majorette. That was my thing in my mind. It just didn't work out for me like that. But I'm just head over heels that it looks like the tides are turning, new trends are starting, not only with football, but in basketball as well. These excellent high school stars are deciding to go to HBCUs and to just pour into their people. And I love it. If you're talented, the scouts are gonna come. That's a given. And with these coaches now being former NFL players, they have connections, so they'll definitely come. Anyway, I just wanted to stop by and give my 2 cents. I think it's phenomenal. I am so proud of Deion. I remember looking at him go on episode of I Am Athlete and being grilled about, what did he expect to do and how does he expect to compete with all the big coaches and da 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 da. He was very confident about his vision. And it's so funny because when people don't see the vision that you see, they'll give you every reason and every excuse for why it will not happen, why it will not work. Everybody does not need to be privy to your vision because they will try their best to shoot it down. And not even being facetious, but they just don't think as big as you think. So, kudos to Deion Sanders. Kudos to the young man, what is his name? Travis Hunter, that decided to make this big, bold move. And I loved the way he did it. His statement was outstanding. I don't know if anybody helped him prepare that, but his statement about choosing Jackson State was phenomenal. And I am just excited. I mean, if you know anything about high school, about historically black colleges and universities, you know that the highlight of the football season or the football game is halftime. It's just, I'm just so excited about everything that's happening concerning this that I just cannot wait. Jackson State has one of the best bands known to man. I'm just really excited. This young man actually had planned to go to Florida State, which is the alumni, which is the school that Deion Sanders is an alumni of. So he was able to sit this young man down, talk to him, let him know what is being offered at Jackson State and that their campus and their facilities and their education is second to none. And I am here for it because that is the truth. I have friends that went to HBCUs, and I'm not going to lie. Sometimes when they talk and get together, I envy their stories because my experience at my university was not the same. It just wasn't. It wasn't. Luckily, growing up, my public school education was blackity black, 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 black. And with that, I want to send a very special shout out to the South Oak Cliff Golden Bears. I hope they go up in AT&T Stadium and bring all of Oak Cliff with them and bring that state championship back to SOC. I love it. I'm having a great week. I'm tired. I know you can tell I'm tired, but I am amped and I am pumped. Go Golden Bears this Saturday. Congratulations to Jackson State University and the young man who decided to extend his career there. I will see you guys tomorrow on this show. Tomorrow night, Baxiana and I will be on my channel. We'll be doing the Marcus Brown Bitter Beef fight, and we'll see you on Sunday as well on Trill Boxing Talk. Thank y'all for coming. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. We will see you on tomorrow. Peace.